Hello Leo, it's Lisa. Here is your February 2023 general reading. This is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, a more in-depth reading, you can get all my information in the description box below. Okay, so let's see what's in store for you for February 2023. Okay, so the overall energy and what is happening in February for you is this card. What is the challenge for the month is the Hermit. A few other signs have gotten that in the challenge. What you do not expect to happen in February is the King of Pentacles, and where you need to bring your focus to in February is the Four of Wands. Okay, so we will get more clarification on each card. So the overall energy for the month is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is all about just taking those baby steps, not really knowing how everything's going to come together, how it's all going to play out, and being okay with that. It really is about moving forward, just taking one step at a time. You know, as they say, it's like you have this big task in front of you, and it's like, how am I going to get there? How am I going to get to the successes that I want to have in my life? No matter what area of your life that's in. Sometimes it seems impossible. You have no idea how to get there. And this is all about just focusing on the very first step, and then focus on the next step and the next step. And you still may not know exactly how it's all going to come together, but you focus on the now, what's right in front of you, and what you need to do in order to get forward, to move forward towards what you hope it is. But then as you move forward, these rods, the wands, will start to fall away, and then it will start to reveal itself what it is that's going to happen and how it's all going to come together. So it's one of those things where you might have to move forward blindly, not having a clue, and just know that one way or another it's all going to come together, and it's going to come together exactly how it's supposed to come together. So let's just get some clarification on that card for the general energy for the month for you, Leo. Okay, so it's just saying that, you know, you need to do it. You need to charge forward, you need to move forward, and you need to do it. Just like things could be a whirlwind, people might be pulling you away from your tasks that you need to do, but just put your head down, focus, and move forward. Don't let anything stop you. Just take those baby steps. Don't let yourself stop you. Don't let other people pull you off of your path. Distractions. It's like everything's a whirlwind around you, and you're just like, I'm on a mission. I'm going to do this. The same sort of message. So the Five of Wands is all about conflict and people trying to pull you into drama, or there's drama around you, and it could even be in the world, just with the news and war and inflation and all this stuff that's out there in social media and all that kind of stuff. It's just not getting pulled into drama, having it distract you from what you need to do, and moving forward without allowing this to pull you off of the path that you need to achieve. It's really kind of about being neutral. Both of these cards are very similar in the sense that it's about being bubbled, like being the eye of a storm. Like there's a storm all around and chaos all around, and you're just being this bubble, this eye of the storm that's just kind of like, I'm just moving forward and doing me. A little bit like being in Switzerland, like there's a war around, and we're just like, I'm not getting involved. I'm just doing my thing. So it's really much like that. They're also saying in February, it's about being proactive. Again, very similar. It's about just, being proactive and making things happen in your life, not being reactive to whatever's going on around you, and not allowing that to, influence how you move forward. It's about being proactive and going for the things that you want, not letting life hit you. You go for it and you make things happen. Although we can't force things to happen in our lives, we can make things happen by our actions and our attitude. Okay, so some more clarity. This is about a wish coming true. Balance will bring a wish come true, so just move forward with balance. this is the same kind of thing. It is about, you know, you've gone through so much, you've learned a lot of lessons, you're like war torn kind of thing, right? And it's just like, oh, I've gone through so much. You just take a deep breath, you exhale, and then you get back up and start fighting. It is a lot of times it can be about watch your breathing, don't hold your breath. And like sometimes when we're trying to get things done or we're moving forward, we don't even realize it. We go through the whole day and we're kind of like tense and holding our breath. So this is about taking deep breaths in and exhaling and letting it go and just kind of chilling. Like stop worrying about the things you can't control and just focus on what you can control. Very much like the Serenity Prayer. And then the last card is about listening to your gut. We can talk to other people and get some advice from other people and use them as sounding boards. But ultimately, if our gut's telling us we need to do something, we need to learn to trust our gut and move forward. And, you know, like you could be like, my gut tells me I need to be doing this. And everyone around you like, oh my God, are you sure? Like, don't do that. Seriously, you need to listen to what your gut's saying because it's telling you the truth. It will never steer you wrong. So move forward listening to your gut. Okay, so let's see, get some clarity on what the challenge is for the month of February for you. As I said, a few people have gotten this card. It's the Hermit. The Hermit is all about overthinking and overanalyzing. So your challenge for the month is to not overthink and overanalyze, to move forward, taking those baby steps, being in the now, and not going, oh my God, what's going to happen? And is this worth it? And just kind of getting in that, you know, spiraling down in this thought of, you know, is it going to be worth it? Am I wasting my time? Am I, you know, all the different what ifs, worrying about what could come. You know, when we overthink things, the amount of dialogue that goes on in our head can be in any direction, anything to stop us from moving forward, any excuse not to move forward. So this is all about not doing that. It's about following the light. Yes, we have to think when we're doing things, so we have to think and then do. But if you overthink, you stop from connecting to synchronicity. You stop from making things happen. You live in fear, all of that kind of stuff. So it's about moving forward, especially when they were talking about in here, about not getting pulled into drama. So this is kind of not allowing that drama to pull you down into thought and overthinking. Like, is those conspiracy theories really have something valid in them or whatever the issue is? Okay, so with this, some clarity is about setting some goals for yourself, having resolute action, setting some goals and saying, okay, you know what? I'm not going to overthink. I'm going to push through the overthinking. I'm going to set these goals, and whether it's weekly, monthly, every 6 months, it's kind of like having short-term goals, having long-term goals to push you out of the overthinking. And that will, you know, through accomplishment, you will stop the overthinking because you'll be so busy doing that you won't have the time to overthink. So just setting some goals and moving towards them, focusing on all the good things that are in your life. A lot of times when this card comes up, I often suggest people having a journal where they can journal all the things they're grateful for every day. I do, you can do it in the morning, you can do it at night, or you can do both. And it basically just refocuses your mind on what's important in your life and what you're grateful for and who's around you, all the things that you already have, and instead of focusing on all the things you don't have, and just keep moving forward with that. It is about, because a lot of times what we put out to the universe is what we get back. So if we put out gratitude, we get back things to be grateful for. If we put out overthinking and overanalyzing, then the universe is like, well, I don't know what to do. And so they just send you back more stuff to overthink. So the easiest way to change your mindset is to focus on what you're grateful for in the moment and just keep focusing on that. Like, wow, I have a roof over my head, I have food, I have great family, and those things will push you through. The next card is talking about connecting to like-minded people. It can be the soulmate card if you're looking for someone. This is the card of connecting to a soulmate, someone who gets you, you get them. But in general, it is really about connecting to like-minded people that will help you move in the direction that you want to go in, whether that's, you know, getting hobbies or doing those kind of things. Okay, so then this card is all about it's very much like overthinking and overanalyzing. It's stress and worry. And so basically the overanalyzing and overstressing, overanalyzing and overthinking, is causing you to stress and worry. So it can cause sleepless nights. It can cause you to just sit there and stress and worry and not move forward. So you really, like, as a challenge, it's something that you need to kind of focus on. A lot of times when this appears, I tell people they need to kind of get into meditation, some breathing exercises, something that can let the stress go from their body. Okay, this card is, again, you got very similar in the general information. This is about listening to your gut, not your head. So if your gut tells you, yeah, I need to do this, or I need to move forward with this, or I need to not do this, but your gut, it's like a gut feeling. It comes like immediately when someone asks you something, but then your head gets involved and your head starts filling you with doubt and fear and overthinking and overanalyzing. So really they're telling you, you need to balance this overthinking with what does your gut tell you. Stop listening to your head and all this overthinking and start listening to what your gut is telling you and your intuition is telling you. And then finally, it's saying that there is some good news coming that will help that as well. But it is focusing on the energy in your home, making sure your energy is, you know, cleansed and cleared in your home. And that will kind of help clean up some of the energy. It can also be just purging in your house as well and getting rid of some of the energy in your house. So that is the challenges for you. So that's great advice for focusing on that. What you don't expect is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is all about, I think you already had it, is all about setting some goals and having resolute action. So one way or another, you're going to start achieving things. And I think why it's surprising to you is that you are going to set some goals and actually start moving towards them, because you're stuck in this overthinking phase and not knowing, you know, where you're going to go. So with the overall energy of just taking these baby steps, you set some small goals that's like, this week I'm going to accomplish this. I'm going to check these off my to-do list. I'm going to drink more water, I'm going to walk more, or I'm going to apply for these jobs. So you set these goals and you start doing them. And then you set bigger goals and you start moving towards them. And it's just this cycle that you start of setting goals and having resolute action. And it's a lot different than setting resolutions for the year. Resolute action is like, one way or another, I'm going to achieve this. Whether it takes me that week or it takes me a year, I'm going to accomplish this. It could take me 2 years, but one way or another, I'm going to accomplish it. So let's just see what it has to say for February for you. So there's the same card. So it is saying that, you know, basically have resolute action. You don't need to know the outcome. Just take those baby steps. Set some goals that are short-term goals that you can do this week, that you can do today. So it's kind of like, today I'm going to work on my mindset, or today I'm going to drink more water, or today I'm going to apply for those jobs. And you just start doing it. You don't know how it's all going to come together. One way or another, it's going to, and it's going to work out exactly how it's supposed to. It's about moving forward without knowing what the outcome is, which, you know, we always want to know what the outcome is, but you don't need to know. Just keep moving forward and allow the universe to direct you by your actions. Then it's talking about to live life more to the fullest. So kind of come out, expand. It can be networking, meeting new people, networking, celebrations. So you set these goals, and instead of overthinking and being stuck in that all month, it's about coming out and celebrating and experiencing some things and having some good news and good vibes around you. Then they're saying as you move forward, you're moving towards success, and balance is the key. You put out good things, you get back good things. That's where the infinity sign comes in, but it's all about moving forward, moving out of the rough water, which is the overthinking and overanalyzing and whatever else has happened, and just move forward with balance, and you move towards financial success and other successes in your life as well. Okay, let's get a little bit more clarification. Same thing, live life to the fullest. Come out of your comfort zone. Stop overthinking. Take that leap off a cliff. Who knows what's going to be on the other side? This card is always about that it's going to be really good news that's on the other side. It's all going to work out. But it is about not caring and not overanalyzing, just kind of going, okay, I'm just going to live life. I'm just going to go for it. And kind of taking that energy, I'm going to go for whatever goal I reached. I'm going to come out of my comfort zone. So more clarity. This is very interesting. The devil is all about, that devil on your shoulder. Some people call it the shadow side, and your subconscious that whispers to you and tells you that you can't do that, you suck, or it can be addictions, it can be bad habits, anything that holds you back and chains you from moving forward. So it's about recognizing those things and not allowing them to stop you from moving forward. We all have fears. We all have certain things that are holding us back, and it's about not allowing that to happen, knocking that devil off your shoulder. In this case, it's unchaining yourself to the devil and moving forward. It is a process, but every time you take a baby step, you get more and more control over the devil. So it's important that you do that. And then it's just focusing on the now. Focus on what's right in front of you, what you can do today in order to get to your ultimate goals. You may not know what your life is going to look like, and that's okay. It's all about just moving forward in those baby steps. Okay, so that's really interesting, and it's exciting because it's kind of like you overcoming certain things in February that stop you from achieving your goals. So it's setting small goals and then moving towards them. And then what you need to focus on is joy, happiness, energies in your home changing. It can be a new home, so it can be relocating or doing some energy cleansing in your house, renovations in your house. But it can be a new home. So let's just see. So if you're focusing on, relocating or wanting to look for a new home, it would be a great month to do that and focus on that in order to move forward. It can be just, plain energy in your house and making sure the energy is uplifted and positive. So let's get some clarification and see what they're talking about here. So, okay. So this card's all about travel. So it is, and things moving forward. So it's like, as things move forward, you kind of get a new perspective, a new energy. They're saying that if you travel, small travel or big trips, it will give you a different perspective and possibly a new view of where you want to travel, of where you want to move. So that's a very interesting thing. And again, take the baby steps, go on a vacation, see what you want to see. Wow. Okay. So they're saying that it's a whole new phase in your life that's going to start. So it seems that you stop overthinking, you set some goals, you travel, and looks like you're going to be moving to a new place, a new location. And you have this whole new phase that's coming. And again, this is general, so it may not relate to anyone, or maybe, just a renovation or whatever, but it's very strong that it's coming through, that there's this whole new phase, a whole new way of being that's coming in. They're saying that it leads to a healing. You go through a healing process when you do all of this that they're talking about. And this travel will bring you some healing, which is really nice. And I think travel does do that. Oh, there's your card again that you had before about listening to your gut. So if you go somewhere and your gut's like, oh my God, I need to move here. This is where I belong. You need to listen to that. Don't let anyone talk you out of it. And then find a way by taking the baby steps to move to that place. It's really strong. Then they're saying that the Three of Wands is all about not looking back, living in the now, and you know, doing what you need to do now in order to get to the future. But it's kind of like letting go of the past. Like the past is the past. I'm moving forward. It's interesting because it goes kind of, the energy is kind of like, okay. And then by the time we get to the end, like this card of where you need to focus, the energy just increased crazy. Like it's just really cool. Okay, and then the last card is you shining. You being in a place where you can truly be yourself, you can shine, you feel like you're finally home, for lack of a better word. It's like, wow, this is where I belong. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. And whether that's changing things in your house or actually traveling and going, you know what, I belong here. I need to move here. Because that's what it kind of feels like. And I'm sure you're not all going to move, but it could be just even moving down a street where you go into a house and you're like, oh my God, this is the house I need to live in. But there's some kind of new phase that starts and it really kind of enhances who you are and everything changes. So that is really, really cool. Okay, so let's just pull an oracle card and just see what the overall energy for the miracle cards, what they want to tell you, Leo, for the month of February. Okay, so here is your card. I don't know if I've ever pulled that card. And here is what it means. Be compassionate and patient with loved ones. Create your vision and be goal-oriented, which is resolute action, which is this card. It is, you know, really kind of interesting that that's what it's telling you to do. It goes hand in hand with this reading. So interesting, Leo. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. I am holding another competition this month. If you like, share, and subscribe, as well as comment on one of the videos, I will enter you into a draw to win a full recorded reading with me. I will be pulling the winner at the end of the month and contacting you to do the reading. So thanks very much for watching, and have a great February, and I will talk to you soon.
Always march to the beat of your own drum.